Okay, students, good day. So this is our King, and this time we're going to discuss about cohesive devices. So when we say cohesive devices class, before we're going to discuss, let's have first a test by looking at the two examples. So bibigyan ko kayo ng dalawang sample. So first here we have sample 1. So if you're going to observe this, the subject is about the order. Okay. Please basahan na. I will give time. Okay. So, let's compare it to the second one. Okay, you may take your time. Okay, so by observing the two, we can say that the first one is really informal compared to the second one. So the second one has complete statements, no? So let's try to answer this one. Fill in the blanks with the correct cohesive devices from the choices in parentheses. Just answer lang. Ayun yun na siya i-assignment na. She studied hard for the test. Blank, she got high score. So, which word are we going to use in this kind of sentence? Okay, ano bang gagamitin natin? Okay, yung gagamitin ay? Okay, it's so. Next, he wanted to go to the park. Blank, it started to rain. O sa may gamitin na to diri Okay, but blank, it was cold outside. She did not wear a jacket. So what's your answer here? Okay, it's although. Next, you must finish your work now. Blank, you will miss the deadline. So okay, it's otherwise. How about this one? I like both apples, blank, oranges. What's your answer here? Okay, it's and. So in this in this kind of sentences, even though we do not really know the exact function of this one, but in order for these words to be used, we are trying to understand the situation of the sentence. Kaya hindi tayo basta-basta gumagamit lang ito. O itong mga words na ito ginagamit natin depende sa sitwasyon. Okay? So, those are examples of cohesive devices. Ito yung mga devices na ginagamit natin to connect sentences. Cohesive devices are words or phrases that show the relationship between paragraphs or sections of a text or speech. So, from this definition, sinasabi dito, ito yung mga devices o mga salita na ginagamit upang pagdugtungin ang relasyon ng unang sentence sa pangalawang sentence o iba't ibang mga paragraph. Cohesive devices, sometimes called linking words, linkers, connectors, discourse, markers, or transitional words. So, ito yung mga other terminologies na pwede gamitin sa kanya. So, the first cohesive device that we're going to use is the comparison. Kapag sinabi nitong comparison class, it is the act of evaluating two or more things. So, you are trying to evaluate or you are trying to compare one thing to another. Kumbaga, they have the same features by determining the relevant comparable characteristics of each thing. So for example, compared with, in comparison with, in the same way. So I have here a example. So ito yung mga sentences. Examples: cats need regular care and attention. Similarly, dogs require a lot of daily time from their owners. Dito naman sa pangalawa, gamitin natin ang salitang likewise. The local team won their opening game. Likewise, the visiting team secured a strong victory. So, as you can see, or as what you have observed from the sentence or from the words used, the situation is the same. On the example of the similarly, cats need regular care and attention. So that situation or the situation of the first sentence or statement is also the same with the treatment on the second sentence. Kasi yung trato sa cats, parang the same din sa aso. Kaya ginamit yung salitang similarly. We have also here just as regular exercise strengthens the heart, healthy foods fuels the body. Okay. Equally, saving money is vital for the future. Equally, learning how to invest is important. Okay. Next is contrast. Kung kanina class is comparison, parang there is similarities between two sentences. Dito naman is yung kaibahan niya. So, this is used to show noticeable differences. Ito yung mga pagkakaiba. So, we have these examples besides, but, however, in contrast, instead, conversely, at iba pa. Example. However, gamitin natin ang salitang however. She practiced every day. However, she did not win the match. Diba? There's an opposition of the idea. Although it rained hard, they went for a walk. So, kahit na umuulan, kasi nga kapag sinabi nating umuulan, minsan yung gagawin natin, we are not going to move outside or go outside. But in this sentence or statement, parang opposition yung nangyari. Yung mga unexpected. Next is despite. Despite the cold weather, the children played outside. Kahit malamig, naglalaro pa rin sila sa labas. On the other hand, city life is fast. On the other hand, country life is slow. So there is difference between the two statements. How about whereas? John likes sports, whereas his brother prefers reading. We also have here in contrast. The first test was easy. In contrast, the second test was very hard. So did you get me? That in this kind of sentence, we understand when to use this kind of cohesive devices. Okay, hindi lahat ginagamit siya kahit kailan mo gusto. Merong panahon na gagamitin natin ng isang cohesive devices. It depends on the situation. Okay? Next, number 3, exemplification. So when we say exemplification, you are trying to give explanation or examples. Parang you are trying to give justifications. For example, here, how are we going to use the cohesive device? For example, many tropical fruits grow well in warm climates. For example, mangoes thrive during the dry season here in the Philippines. So, this is part of the exemplification. If you wanted to give an exact or a specific idea about a certain idea on the first statement, you may use for example. Kasi nga, for example, mangoes, di ba? For instance, local towns offer great weekend activities. For instance, you can visit regional parks or try local food markets. Next is such as. Our region produces many crops such as corn, rice, and coconut. So for such, ang yung for instance, when you're going to give a situation, such as when you're going to present a list, kasi yung halimbawa dito, our region produces many crops. So you're going to give a list of crops, kaya gumagamit tayo ng salitang such as. Specifically, the city promotes eco-friendly habits. Specifically, it bans single-use plastic bags in all retail shops. Next, to illustrate, small changes can muna siya examples exemplification. You are giving a exact idea or parang mas descriptive siya na idea so that the listener will understand or even the reader. Okay? Next, number 4, condition. When we say condition, a premise upon which the fulfillment of an agreement depends. So gumagamit tayo ng mga kondisyon, halimbawa mga if, whether, provided that, as long as, unless. So we have here mga condition. If, kailangan naman natin gagamitan ng if. If it rains, we will stay inside. Yun yung mga kondisyon. So, for example, sa inyong balay, if panghugas ay plato, tagaan tayo kwarta. Okay? Ang unless you study hard, you will not pass the test. Okay. So, pag sinabi ng unless, if not, kung hindi ka, unless you study hard, you will not pass a test. So, we also have here, I will lend you my bike provided that you bring it back safely. Papahirimin kita ng bisikleta, basta't ibabalik mo ng safe. Okay? So, in case, we also have in case, take an umbrella in case the weather changes. Even if my car breaks down, I will walk to work. So those are examples of conditions. So inference, when we say inference, a conclusion reached on the basis of evidence and reasoning. For example, sa inference, ito yung mga conclusion, parang you are trying to give a last word sa imong gusto isulti. Therefore, yung salitang therefore, she forgot to set her alarm. Therefore, she missed the morning meeting. And thus, the data showed a sharp drop in sales. Thus, the team decided to change their marketing plan. Consequently, heavy rain flooded the streets. Consequently, all flights were delayed. Ano ba yung consequently pagkasunod-sunod? As a result, so ito yung mga end part, no? That's what we call inference. O pwede nyo i-pause and you're going to understand this one. Summary. Ano ba yung summary? Ito yung mga brief statement or account of the main point of something. So, para din siyang yung kanina, no, sa inference. Puna po siya inference, no? Pero yung kaibahan lang is kung kailan siya gagamitin na klase na cohesive device. In short, you are trying to, the project was a huge success. To sum up, regular exercise helps your body and mind. In conclusion, we must protect our natural resources. Overall, the team did a great job. So, ito yung mga end part of the paragraph yung ginagawa natin minsan if we're having a conversation with others or speech, no? So, time and sequence shows order and process. So, for example, firstly, then, next, after that, meanwhile, subsequently, finally, diba? So, you can pause pwede yung i-pause niya para makita yung examples. Okay? We also have place and position. It talks about, it refers to physical environment. Saan ba nakalagay? Gumagamit tayo ng mga nearby, to the left, above, under, beside. So, ito yung mga example ng place and position. Okay? So, para rin siya mga prepositions. Okay? Pwede nyo basahin ito, ha? I-pause lang ninyo. So, by the way, what is the importance? Okay, let's go back, no? So, let's try to recall what are the different cohesive devices. We have comparison, we have contrast, we have exemplification, we have condition, we have inference, we have summary, we have time sequence, and we have place and position. What is the importance, by the way, of distinguishing various types of cohesive devices and their functions in different text types? So, you may answer this in your notebook, and we're going to check this one. For number 2, you're also going to answer this one. And for number 3, ansiran po ninyo, no? Okay? So, this is the sample paper, the shift to remote work. Okay, so, in this, pwede nyo siya i-pause o basahon ninyo ni because in this example, meron tayong mga tinatawag na mga cohesive devices na ginagamit dito o kanang nakabold. So, pwede nyo ibasahon para mas masabitan ninyo kung sa'y dagan ani. Okay? So, natin mga examples po, no? So, pwede nyo i-pause o basahon ninyo. Okay? So, answer this exercise 2, no? Ansiran ninyo ng exercise 2. Read each sentence. Fill the blanks with cohesive device from the box that best illustrates the relationship between the two parts of each sentence. Okay? Ansiran ninyo, ha? And also this one. Pause lang ninyo. Okay? So, thank you so much for listening, everyone. I hope you're going to do the activity and wait for my next video discussion for the next time. Thank you so much and enjoy the rest of your day.